I thought I'd come out today disguised as a runner. I got the full kit on, had to replace my 16-year-old Salomon, what do you call them, trail vest, running vest, with this like 20 quid Amazon thing. God, times have changed. Since I was doing ultra marathons, my God, I spent like 150 quid or something on that vest, and this cost me 20 quid. It's equally as good. Anyway, going to keep it somewhat brief today because, as you can see, I'm very lucky to be able to run on the levels despite colossal amount of rain in the last couple of weeks. It's not as flooded as I imagined, and I think the last time I ran this route was exactly 4 weeks ago as I was heading into the middle block of 4, and it seems only right that I make this video heading into the last block of 4. That's it. I'm kind of 2/3 of the way through. And it crossed my mind to talk about numbers a little bit today because, you know, you sort of go, oh, you're 2/3 of the way through, you got 1/3 left, it feels great. But then you go, you've done 8 weeks, you got 4 left. Doesn't sound so good. But what I actually wanted to talk about today was this idea of soft pedaling. Every single thing I've been doing each day, every single day, I've had to make a video, I've had to do a workout. Whether it's a single hour in the gym, or like today where I've got nearly 2.5 hours of training to do. And going into that middle block, I'd said about how the only way I'll survive this, because it's going to get really, really tough at work as well, and obviously it's the run up to Christmas, is that I kind of manage my time effectively, and I just kind of build good habits, and I end up kind of making sure I kind of almost did a recovery block, which, why is that gate open? It's not anymore. So, you know, there were a couple of weeks where I came out and did my runs, maybe backed off a little bit. Maybe at work I found a little bit of mental space. Boxing, maybe I literally pulled my punches. And now I come into the last block of 4 and I'm thinking, geez, I feel really good. You know, my long runs are now, whatever, whoop, that is flooded. My long runs are like 90 minutes. I could easily do 2 hours easily, especially when it's like this. And this is where, and this is what I wanted to talk about today. This is where being a human really sucks, because I said I was going to back off a little bit where I could. Now, in the gym, I have to lift the weights I'm lifting at the reps I'm lifting. And I wouldn't necessarily say that's getting easier, but I'm able to do it. I come out for a run like this, I love it, I feel great. Park run yesterday, I ran, I don't know, 50 seconds slower than my PB. Felt totally in control. It was totally on purpose. I didn't want to go for a PB, season PB or anything like that, but it felt controllable. So to all intents and purposes, I'm going into this last block of 4 weeks in pretty good mental and physical shape. And this is where being a human absolutely sucks. Because I come out on my run this morning and I think to myself, well, the reason you feel like this is because you soft pedaled, mate. You pulled your punches, you didn't go at it as hard as you could. Even in the gym, maybe I was taking slightly longer recovery, or maybe I was lifting a little slower and less explosively. Maybe I could have run a bit faster. You know, in sports we talk about intensity, like volume and intensity, but we also talk about duration and recovery. And you can only really change one of these factors when you're trying to improve. You either do more reps, or you decrease the recovery, or you increase the intensity, or you increase the duration or the time, whatever it may be. And in my head I'm going, yeah man, like you've totally backed off. I know I haven't, but being a human's rubbish. And I think what I'm learning slowly over all these years is all my effort seems to go into managing my effort, both mentally, physically, and like towards myself, and going, dude, like look at the hours you've done. Could I work harder? Yes. Have I worked hard? Yes. Like the answer to both those questions is yes, it's all right. But why have I got this niggling doubt that I could have worked harder? As a parent, as a husband, as a musician, as a filmmaker, as a lecturer, as a runner, as a gym bunny. I am not a gym bunny. Am I a gym bunny? I'm not a gym bunny. So yeah, that's where my head's at in a minute. And I think we can all relate to this. That in my opinion, the most important thing is to sort of answer 2 questions. I referred to this as being like a time trial several times. It's like an 84-day time trial. Perhaps that's the answer to the question, have I gone hard enough? Could I have gone harder? Maybe I did what I did Nothing can change that. But I think the danger lies where you maybe beat yourself up and you chastise yourself and you go, yeah, you could have gone faster, you could have gone harder. So then you do, and you put your foot down. You have to trust your instincts, don't you? I have to sit with this. I've got 4 weeks left. I'm not home and dry yet. The last thing I need to be doing is pushing it. One of my biggest regrets about the Grand Tour, when I did it in 2021, that I didn't use all those thousands of miles of training when I was absolutely at peak, when I'd recovered 2-3 weeks later, to go and bang out a 10-mile PB. So perhaps the proof of this whole thing isn't going to be in however many days, at the end of 84 days. It's going to be over Christmas, into the new year, and see what this challenge brings me after the fact. But yeah, that's where my head's at the minute. I'm kind of like just keeping myself in check and going, yeah, maybe I pull punches, maybe I soft pedaled a little bit here and there, but I did what I did. I can't change that. And actually, probably, if I'm really honest, I know that I did the right thing at the right time. I am fitter, I am stronger mentally and physically. There is no denying that. I think the worry is that I could be mentally, physically stronger than I am at this point, that I could have worked harder. But the truth of the matter is, could I have worked harder? Yes. Have I worked hard? Undeniably, yes. Into the last 4 weeks we go. I'm going to enjoy this run and put you away for the rest of the day. Goodbye, see you tomorrow.